video is going to be some sweet sorting with the new microphone. An excellent microphone indeed. We will be sorting these sweets. Quite a large glass, pumpkin shaped container, filled to the brim with sweets. An excellent selection of sweets for anyone. We are going to attempt to sort the sweets out into piles and categories depending on what type of sweets they are. Frutella, Frizz, of course, Parma Violets, an excellent sweet. Some Haribo packets. Giant straws. A very tasty snack indeed. It looks like there's only 2 of these. Then the classic Haribo Star Mix. The original and considered by many the best type of Haribo sweets. They're a bit sticky in here. The Haribo Super Mix. Another variation of the Haribos. And the final bag. Haribo Tankfastics. Another fantastic bagged sweets. The next section of the glass container seems to be predominantly these green and white candy canes. I'm not sure on the flavour, but they look to be lime flavoured, if I had to guess. There are quite a lot of these green candy canes. I'm not a huge fan of this type of candy. And the last one. Finally, the candy canes are complete. Now we can move on to some of the remaining candy. Starting with these chewy sweets. Similar, of course, to Starburst. I think I'm going to need some extra room. Some extra room for the Starburst sweets. Now a strawberry one. And a lemon one. Strawberry. This is not strawberry, this is indeed raspberry. My mistake. Another lemon sweet. Another orange sweet. A cherry sweet, which is actually another variation. Another lemon sweet. Another strawberry sweet. Another lemon sweet. A raspberry sweet. A strawberry sweet. An orange sweet. Another orange sweet. Another orange sweet. A strawberry sweet. Another orange sweet. I think I need to move the candy cane sticks up. Another orange sweet. Another lemon sweet. Let's move it into the shot a bit more. Another orange sweetie. It looks like the orange sweets are the least favourite because they are the most that are left in the jar, which means they're not being eaten. lemon sweet. 2 seconds. I had to remove the alarm and take off my jacket. Another lemon sweet. Another orange sweet. Now we have a strawberry lolly, which is of course a new classification of sweets. Another orange sweet. Another Haribo Star Mix. My mistake, Haribo Super Mix. Another orange sweetie. A strawberry sweet. Another fizzer pack. Swizzles fizzers. This can of course go with this sweet. A new classification of sweets, a refresher, also by Swizzles. Another orange sweet. A new classification of sweet, a very popular lolly, which of course is the drumstick, which may be why there are few in the jar. Another drumstick. A double drumstick. There seems to have been some sort of leakage. A new type of lolly. This is called a double lolly. That may be the brand. I don't know the name of this lolly. But I know that it is a favourite. It's a popular lolly. So I don't imagine there will be many of them. Another drumstick. A cherry sweet. Another orange sweetie. Another classification of sweets. These Of course, we had a rogue chocolate coin drop to the floor there. This seems to have hidden behind a candy sticks box. Otherwise, it most likely would have been eaten, judging. Seen as chocolate is probably the most popular. Here we have another drumstick. And we have some bags of Haribo's that we need to move. This is a new bag of sweet. It is called a squashy and seems to be from the drumstick range. Another lolly. Some more candy sticks. They seem to be Halloween edition. Chocolate coins. 2 chocolate coins stuck together. There are more chocolate coins in the glass container. And I think we have the first silver coin. Another drumstick. Another refresher sweet. Another refresher sweet. This is again Swizzle's brand, and it is the original lemon flavour, and it is suitable for vegans. So here we have a candy stick stuck to a refresher. A difficult one to categorise, but due to available space we shall put it here. A chocolate green leaf. I think this looks like a chocolate sprout, replicating a Brussels sprout, but significantly tastier. This may be an anomaly, so we shall put it there. Another popular sweet that I suspect there shall not be many of these. Love hearts, very popular sweet. Some more refreshers, of course, a very popular sweet and very tasty, but a bit of a mouthful, and these guys can really get stuck in your teeth. We have another strawberry, chewy sweet. Wow, another 2 orange sweets and a cherry sweet. Not many cherry sweets are in the jar, so I suspect they are also quite popular. On the contrary, the orange sweets are certainly not very popular because of how many are left in the jar. Another orange sweetie. Now this is a drumstick. It says drumstick. looks like a refresher, but it is still the Swizzles brand, so it can go with the refreshers. This is also the same, so it can go with the refreshers. Then we have another actual refresher by Swizzles. Another silver chocolate coin. These silver chocolate coins might not make it back into the pumpkin glass jar, and I suspect no one will notice that they have disappeared. A lone fudge, which can go here. We have another refresher by Swizzles. Another candy stick box. Another chocolate ball. This one is Christmas decorated in a Christmas fashion, so we can put it with the other chocolate ball. Another Halloween candy stick. Another drumstick by Swizzles that looks like a refresher. These are what I call the first ones, Parma violets. Except these ones actually are Parma violets. Of course they are the colour of violet, so that makes sense. Also by Swizzles. Swizzles seems to have dominated the sweet market. Then we have a strange sticky toffee pudding, but it looks like a refresher bar, just a different flavour, also by Swizzles. And we are closing in the end of the Halloween jar. This is another orange sweetie. Then we have a normal lolly. Halloween styled. These are very popular in this house, so I suspect this might not last too long in the jar. A candy sticks Halloween box again. And finally, a fizzer, Swizzles fizzer, sweetie. And that is the completion of the Halloween glass jar classification and sort. Clearly, the orange chewy sweet was the greatest in number, and therefore wins. However, all it has won is the competition of being the most unpopular sweet, unfortunately. And that